5,565 pounds, a couple's camping dream machine of a J-Feather rolling in here at Haylett RV of Coldwater, Michigan. This has long been a very popular member of their family, and for good reason. It comes in just over 5,500 pounds, under 30 feet, and I tell you, this new update generation they have, it's more than just cosmetic. It's a lot of really smart equipment, but I gotta tell you, I am in love with the accent lights on that new nose cap right now. Man, does that set the tone. One very cool quality on this camper, well, first of all, it's the lighting, because I mean, it's still kind of early outside. You can hear the frogginess of my voice. I got here early to try to catch up, and there's already a new RV waiting in the parking lot for me, but that's a good thing. We do a lot of volume here at Haylett RV and can't sell from an empty shelf. But past that, past the awesome lighting that's waking me up here in the morning like a, fresh cup of coffee that I don't drink, is the fact that it is supremely travel accessible. You see that obviously we can get to our refrigerator over here. We can get back through all the kitchen countertop space, the bathroom, the bedroom, everything. Really, the only thing you lose out on in transit is just watching TV, but I don't think most people consider that when they're looking at travel friendliness. Where this is also really nice is if the RV has just got the slide closed and it's like parked next to the garage or something, or if you store your RV in like a public storage facility where these things get packed in and they're like that far together and you just really can't touch the slide, you can still get in here, you can get to stuff, you can open it up, you don't have to fight with it. And no matter which decor you go with, whether it's modern farmhouse or cashmere cottage, which is what we're looking at here, it has a nice open look and feel to it. But the funny part is when you're just looking at the living area like this, you can't really tell the difference between the two of them. The modern farmhouse thing only really kicks in the kitchen and the bathroom. Like when you first walk in, this is pretty much how they both look. There's a slight variance in the wood tones, but nothing major. But what's nice is like, if you look at that slide out end wall, it still has a little bit of that farmhouse accent, so they both have a little bit of the farmhouse feel. What's nice is some people are just like, look, I don't like that straight white kitchen in the or bathroom area, one of the two. Well, this is a nice alternative that still has a very modern look and feel to it. Actually, this color palette reminds me very much of a Coachman Apex camper we have here at Haylett RV. Now, one of the things we like to do here is outfit this with a forward-facing theater seat. That also has heat and massage now. These have really stepped up their game in the J-Feather lineup. And that faces straight at the TV in what I like to call the no-neck wrecker entertainment center. Now, what's kind of cool here, though, is that's good for more than just seating. So this is a couples camper, but if we take a look, you see that theater seat arrangement can actually fold down kind of flat, almost flat, into a decent sleeping space. Plus, we always have the dinette over here for a more traditional sleeper, and neither of those really block the RV off. You don't lose access to anything in the kitchen. You might have noticed the windows can all open for airflow. They're all fully framed out, which I think gives the pleated nightshade something to really bite into. As we work our way around the kitchen here, though, one of the cool things on this floor plan is it has a deceptive amount of storage. But before we get there, I want to look up top. J-Feathers have also stepped up the game on the ceiling, and this is an easily missed thing because most RVs are shown without power. Like what I do here, only about 2% of RVs that customers actually see at a facility have power run to them. This is extra time and effort we put in here so you can really see how this is intended to be seen. But you can see how they're loaded with lights. Also, they can all be controlled individually. What can also be controlled individually is the central air system, which you can option and upgrade into a 15,000 BTU air conditioner, which, wouldn't you know it, is very often what we do here at Haylett RV. And if you do that, you'll like the fact that you can turn and control the air vents any way that you want, so that if you do have cold air blasting on you, you can kind of move it around. Like I like to have direct air blowing on me, my wife does not. Another thing that you can do up here on the ceiling is you can option in a one of the bigger, fantastic style vent fans right above the kitchen. And that is absolutely awesome. You can do it from Jayco way cheaper than you could get it aftermarket at a dealership. I mean, we work close with folks, but the price Jayco's offering those things, it's silly not to get it. I don't care if you're just using it as a skylight, if you occasionally just want to vent some heat or whatever, you will always find a reason to utilize that vent fan up top there. It is an awesome, awesome feature. And you've got like a full halo of overhead cabinet space here. This is all pocket screwed lumber core cabinetry, not stapled particle board, which is okay. There's really nothing wrong with it. This is just a little nicer, tends to hold up longer, and you can see how you've got the gas struts there, which will hold the doors open for easier access. You've also got more prep space in this floor plan in just a dinette slide rear living room than most super slide rear living rooms. It's awesome, the amount of prep area you get here. Good. The dual campside breeze windows are always a crowd pleaser. This is sealed edge thermal foil counters, and back here in the corner, you've got one of those handy little pop-up power towers, which has, you know, 2 household and 2 USB plugs. So it's like super appliance friendly. Plus, if you're sitting on the sofa, you got your own handy little shelf, and there's another set of household outlets in there, plus more easy reach household outlets right here next to the sink area. Plywood drawers down to the floor. I mean, that's what makes this one so good. You've got the direct facing entertainment, you have awesome window coverage, you have excellent storage, great prep space, and it's all half-ton towable under 30 feet. I mean, this is if you're looking for that really nice couples RV, but you just don't want that 35-foot fifth wheel or whatever, it's such a good alternative to that, you know, huge behemoth trailer of an option. Now you saw there was a drawer below the fridge here. Once again, they're just not wasting anything. But around the corner is your pantry, and it's at a spot it's tricky for me to try to take still photos of it, and it's one of the reasons I like to put these video tours together, so you can really see what this thing has to offer. Again, the TV directly faces that heating massage theater seating back here, so viewing is about as simple as it gets. You've got the Bluetooth DVD system down below that. And I don't think I mentioned it previously. Obviously, you can see there's doors for easy storage access to the ends of our dinette here. But there's also a radiant barrier running through that slide floor to help with heating and cooling efficiency. And that's another area where those pleated nightshades are going to come in handy. They, in conjunction with the UV blocking tinted windows, will really help knock the sun down in this thing and keep it comfy in here. Yet another reason why we like to put the bigger air unit and that optional bigger Dometic ceiling fan up here. It's just, like I said, it's very inexpensive to add those things anymore in the Jayfeather series. The pricing on those has become far, far more competitive. Now, we saw our main entry door briefly when we looked at the pantry, but what's kind of cool here is it's right next to the bathroom. So it's an easy in, easy out, and you can see that the bathroom and the bedroom are both it's a dual entry door kind of setup. A little thing they do here, and it's amazing how many times brands don't do this, just little towel racks, little coat hanger kind of peg. It's amazing how many RVs don't have that. Now, very much like the Eagle series, whether you have the cashmere cottage decor, which is what we're looking at, or the modern farmhouse decor, the bathroom is always farmhouse, and the bedroom is always cashmere. That is completely by intention. The idea being that most likely at your house, your bathroom and bedroom have a little bit different decors from other areas of the house. So that's the logic behind it. Now, both the bathroom and even this bedroom door can lock right here, which is a neat little quality. And I'm sure you noticed that was a radius shower, so you've got more elbow room in there. Now, up here in their bedroom, it's not just, again, every area, even though this was a well-established floor plan, even the bedrooms still got revised, and I love what they did here. A full overhead cabinet means that you don't have to just set stuff on a shelf when you get there, and they've kind of like the slide end walls where farmhouse accented. The front wall is also farmhouse accented, but you see where that hanging wardrobe stops, how there's that pocket back there? There is also a set of household outlets on the back side of that closet. So you have a nice little hidden CPAP station or phone charge station or something like that. You've got a neat little kind of personal space area, but the front sides of your stands still have outlets. Personally, I suspect that they left these here so that people could still see them, because a lot of people won't realize that there's outlets behind those closets unless you take the time to really dive into it and mention it like, you know, I just did. Additionally, you have that plywood decked easy lift bed, and you can see how it's completely segregated storage. There is no pass-through from the, pass-through here into the underbed area. Below that master bed, you see how that accent wall actually persists down here through the pass-through, and it is a pretty generous pass-through. What's kind of neat, though, is it extends up. There's a little extra large pocket on either side underneath those side stands, and that's a good place where they use the lights in the pass-through. That's the switch for the accent lights on the nose, and some outdoor household outlets. You will almost always find something to do with those. But it's a nice big wide open door. It's easy to get into and out of, and that morning sunshine is going to be a bit of a challenge for me this morning, but I think we're going to make it through it. Obviously those baggage doors are magnet holdbacks. And once again, can we just acknowledge the 0 to 60 flip-flop, like, it's like they took last year's J-Feather and they grabbed an Uno deck and they played a reverse card on it. Man, this is just light years, heads and tails above where it used to be. You can see that we've added the MORryde stable step to the entry system there for easier come and go. That is an optional piece of equipment, but it is something we like to put on these. As before, J-Feathers run on a Norco chassis. It's a different type of chassis versus an I-beam. It's actually a Z-frame. It's huck bolted. The idea behind it is lighter but stronger. It's not less expensive. And we have typically found brands that run on this chassis don't seem to have structure problems. Good examples of that would be the Winnebago Mini Series, as well as the Keystone Passport. They all have very good service records. It's not to say that if it doesn't have this chassis, it's not a good RV. It's just this is a good indicator. It still does boil down to a little bit of the workmanship of the people on the production line. But from what I saw as this thing came in, they are firing. They are firing on all 8 cylinders, for sure. Power awning, power tongue jack are kind of like dime a dozen features. What I do like are the little details up here. Like, if you look up here at the tongue, you've got that little telescoping foot pad for the power tongue jack. Most of these jacks, like this is a short shank jack, but trucks and SUVs keep getting taller and taller. So that little foot helps you get hitched up more easily without needing like an entire cinder block underneath that tongue jack, which isn't exactly good for stability. And then we got little touches, like I call it a plug buddy, just to keep your plug from falling down in the dirt and getting corroded and fouled up. It's just nice little, they didn't have to do stuff like that. It's just cool that they did. Now, not only are these magnet holdbacks, I left this down on purpose so you could see the sealed hinge on this baggage door right here. Once again, the idea to be keeping dirt, debris, water, corrosion out of the thing. And you'll find that not just the taillights, but everything, marker lights and everything, they are all LED elements. If we get over here and then take a knee, you can see that we do have an enclosed heated underbelly. I'm just waiting for the flood of people going, is it 4 seasons? And no, it's not. Basically nothing in this class is. However, it is good for extended season use. And what I think that means is if it's going to freeze tonight and then come back tomorrow, you're going to be okay here. That's the idea behind this. And frankly, almost all of us are not camping when there's snowflakes flying. So everyone who's like, is it 4 seasons? They're asking about something that doesn't matter to them, is something I don't think they realize. The tires are best-in-class Goodyear Endurance radials, rated for up to 87 miles an hour. I sure hope you're never towing this thing that fast, unless your life depends on it, and then your life will depend on it. Outside shower and black tank flush right above our sewer outlets and drain poles kind of finish up this side of the RV here. I do want to mention before I do a David Blaine teleport to the other side of that slide out that this does have all tinted breeze-through windows, so this thing gets excellent airflow. And you keep a lot of that sunshine out and prevent your furniture from fading simply from the fade, or, not fade. You know what I mean. Oh, it's early. It is early. I was up till like, I don't know, somewhere between 2, 3 in the morning trying to keep up with all the new inventory that came in yesterday. It's just what I got to do this time of year. So if I seem a little bit more out of it, the caffeine hasn't hit yet. We're talking about windows. That's one of the cool things about this floor plan. It's just got tons of windows. And you have cross-breeze windows next to all of your seating, which is also very nice. This has the J-Smart lighting package, where if you flip on your left turn signal, all of your left like marker lights and clearance lights will blink along with it. Plus you have reverse lighting. That's what that stands for. Signals, markers, and reverse travel. Other nice little neat, cute details. Over here, there's a outside grill quick connect. We're going to circle back to that in just a second. But first, that little pet leash latch. And I actually like how they bolted theirs to the bumper. A lot of manufacturers are just taking a D-ring from a toy hauler and putting it right there on the skirting. The thing is, that's not what this skirting's made for. Now it's gusseted so that the wind doesn't buffet it, but it's not made for a big dog to jerk it. And I mean, you got like a Great Dane or something like that, it would pull that screw right through that sheet metal. But bolted into the bumper like that, I think it actually stands a pretty good chance of keeping your four-legged furry friend on your campsite. Now, we were talking about that gas grill quick connect. You might also notice how under that maximum length power awning, which is also easy tilt and has lighting, by the way, there is a little outside fridge area, because that's what's underneath the countertop section next to the sofa. They didn't waste that space. It's actually very handy. So there's a gas grill quick connect right there. So if you want your little outside griddle or grill or cooker station, but you don't want it under the awning, I mean, you've got the perfect placement for it right here. Also, you have outdoor TV hookups, and it comes with a really heavy-duty bracket, so if you want to throw a big TV out here, just hit up the big box store of your choice and make her happen. See, I'm just kind of doing a quick rundown. We've already talked about the Goodyear Endurance radials, those aluminum wheels looking good. Little nice touch too, little Jayco emblazoned hubcaps on those for the Easy Lube hubs is nice. Upgraded MORryde stable steps versus the standard plank steps. I think we have, oh, no, how did I fail to talk about this? Oh my goodness gracious. That's the only problem with these J-Feathers. There's so many new fun things to talk about that the core of what makes Jayco Jayco is easy to forget about. Like the fact that they have the best warranty available in this class and category. There's pretty much not like zero other people, but almost no other people doing a 2-year RV warranty. Everybody and their brother does 3-year structural warranties, so Jayco said, fine, we'll give you both so that no one ever questions the fact that we have the best warranty available in this class. The roof is looking pretty darn good. I like that they have stayed with a polar white roof as well. That in conjunction with that white exterior is really going to do a heck of a job of keeping a lot of the weight down, or not weight, heat down on this RV. Oh my God, come on caffeine, help me out here, brother. So, other than like the antenna, which is what the shark fin soup is right there, everything up here is stark white. It'll help keep the whole RV nice and cool. Plus you've got that enclosed heated underbelly, the radiant barrier through the slide floor. Actually, I think they've recently added a radiant barrier through the underbelly as well to help efficiency there. Plus, one of the things that you can't see, and it's a very uncommon quality, like you're looking at, I don't know, 300-400 RVs just within this view alone. And other than the Jaycos, it's, let's see, Jayco and Open Range. They're about the only ones that do plywood roof decking. Everybody else is OSB, and OSB's fine. It's plenty load bearing. You can walk all over it. That's great. But that's the reason Jaycos hold more weight on the roof. Plus, they have a little heavier roof truss rafter system. So, I mean, that's where their Magnum truss roofing thing comes into play. So, if you're in an area that has a heavy snow load, or I don't recommend it, but if you're one of the people who like to stand on top of the RV and watch the races or whatever, this is a camper that could possibly get it done for you right here. I'm a little more worry-free. So, speaking of worry-free, again, you've got that best-in-class warranty giving you peace of mind. So as you see over there, that's our facility in the background, and we've just got a sea of RVs here. So whether it is hitching, pieces, parts, trades, finance, truck and trailer package deals, RV delivery, and everything between, give us a call. We do it all. Well, except for hidden dealer fees. We don't do that. So take care, stay safe, have fun, and happy camping, everyone. I'm going to go get some more caffeine. Woo!